Hello, what is up? I am going to teach you how to make a super simple Korean barbecue brisket sauce. This is not going to be that super thick, saucy, like bulgogi type sauce that you're probably going to see recipes on. If you're trying to Google how to make it, I am not going to show you how to make this kind of stuff. What I am going to show you how to make is that really simple soy sauce based. It's like sweet and kind of sour and really delicious, and it comes as a side with all Korean barbecue, especially here in SoCal. I searched far and wide on a recipe on how to make it. I found it in some deep Reddit forum somewhere. So with that said, it's stupid simple. Let me show you how to make it. What we're gonna need is 1 onion. We're gonna need white distilled vinegar. We're also gonna need just some regular table sugar, some soy sauce. Now this is really important. There are tons of different kinds of soy sauce out there. So what we have here is Pearl River Bridge. They call this delicious light soy sauce. Check the ingredients. Check the ingredients. This is really important. Look over here, what you'll see is that this has like water, soybeans, it has MSG in it, which I love a good MSG, but this is not the kind of stuff we're gonna wanna use for this recipe. What we do wanna use is this very simple soy sauce, Kikkoman, really love this brand, water, soybeans, wheat, salt, perfect. That's everything that we need, that's everything that we want. If you try to use this other stuff that has MSG in it, it'll kind of taste kind of funky, almost cheesy in a way. This is really just meant for cooking. This is really just meant for seasoning. That's not what we're trying to do. So the only other ingredient here is water. Stupid simple, really easy to make. Let's start here by cutting up our onion. As always, it's good to get into practice of sharpening your knife. What I like to do is take this knife right here. It's a Babish knife. I really like Babish, really great chef here on YouTube. We're gonna take it, put it at a bias here, and go ahead and just sharpen a little bit. Sharpening knives might seem a little bit scary, but it just makes it so that it is safer for us when we are cooking, chopping, and making our food. So good there. Now it's time to get into cutting. I like to use about half an onion for this. It doesn't really matter what kind of onion that you're using. I like to cut them into nice squares that we can put into the sauce. I found that adding an onion, while it's not 100% necessary, it does kind of cut some of that like really sweetness that's in the soy sauce that you can use. Or rather, it's kind of this like sour taste, sweetness taste. I'm not 100% sure how to describe it, but do a comparison if you're really curious. Do a taste of what the soy sauce is like, or rather the brisket sauce is like without the onion, and then do a comparison of what it's like with the onion. I think you'll see that it's a lot more mellow when you do it with the onion. So for me, when I do these kinds of like square pieces, what I'll do is go into the onion kind of at a bias over here. I'll just cut them over into probably about like 1/2 inch, maybe 1 inch strips. Doesn't really matter to your preference. I mean, granted, you could do this, cutting them into full-on strips if you really wanted to. Just depends on what you want to do. Because this is a really new onion, really fresh, I'm over here crying, so you have to bear with me for just a second. Now what you're probably gonna wanna do is take this onion, put it into the container, add everything else in. Don't do that. Rookie mistake. I've done that a million times. Not what we're gonna do. So first, let's build the sauce. We'll put the onion in it and we'll be done. Super simple, easy as that. The ratio here that we're gonna use is 1 part soy sauce, okay? 1 part water, get that from the sink in a second. 1/2 part vinegar, 1/2 part sugar, sorry. That's it. 1 part soy, 1 part water, 1/2 part vinegar, 1/2 part sugar. I stupidly took out a 1/3 cup and a 1/4 cup, so I'm gonna go in here and find my 1/2 cup instead, since I don't want that 1/3. And let's start. I'm gonna take this soy sauce guy right here, pour into our 1/2 cup, and I'm probably gonna make about a full cup of this stuff. So let's do a 1/2 cup, and this is equivalent to 1 part soy. Go over here to my sink, just get some tap water. If you live in an area that doesn't have good tap water, you might want to use bottled, but go ahead and get 1 part water. Done with that, don't need her anymore. You can probably hear me sniffling from this fresh onion. Now let's take this white distilled vinegar, 1/4 cup. Ooh, another rookie mistake, get your sugar first. You're not gonna wanna dip your wet cup into the sugar after you get vinegar into it. So let's go ahead and take just a 1/4 cup over here of sugar, add that bad guy in, and then finally, our last ingredient, as crazy as it sounds, is just putting in our vinegar. Boom, done. Now before you add your onions in, Go ahead and give this a pretty good stir. So we'll come in here, get ourselves a spoon. Boba straws, you can always reuse these, always keep them on hand. You'll never know when you're gonna get to go and not get a boba straw. But let's just go ahead and mix this up. Yum, yum, yum. This stuff is best paired obviously with Korean barbecue, but you can also use it to season stuff that you're cooking. I found that I actually really like to use this sauce while sauteing like chicken, vegetables. It introduces a lot of moisture into it because it has such a high like water content. And on top of that, just really a delicious flavor. Really simple, really delicious flavor that you can add to pretty much any dish. So go ahead and give this a taste. It's not fully incorporated, but it will when we let it sit. Yep, that's the stuff. That's the stuff you get at Korean barbecue restaurants. That's the brisket stuff. Super light, super sweet, super simple recipe. Good to go. So we'll take all our onions that we just chopped, plop those bad guys in there. It'll kind of cut down on that, like that sweetness, kind of like that bite that you get from the soy sauce. And now that we have that, all we need to do is add a lid to it. And voila, we are done. Pop this guy into the fridge overnight, preferably, but at least for a few hours. You're gonna let that onion kind of get pickled within the sauce, get nice and delicious, have a nice crunch to it. You can also add in jalapenos. That's what they do at Korean barbecue restaurants. You can add in whatever you want. But having said that, quick pickle recipe, quick onion recipe to get that delicious Korean barbecue stuff. Absolutely love it. Make it, enjoy it. Peace.